Monster Jam is an experience like no other. A phenomenon that is trending across the world. Born from raw power. Driven by fearless competitors. Strength is measured in horsepower. And emotions that are pushed to their edge. But the true force, the spark that ignites it all, is you, the fans.
You are the roar that pushes us to drive harder.
And go higher.
We need your energy.
So get up. Get loud.
Every clap.
Every cheer.
This is your house.
This is your moment.
We can feel it.
We can hear you.
Allentown, are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Allentown.
Are you ready for Monster Jam?
First competition of the event is JCB Racing. Our 8 Monster Jam trucks have been seeded into a random bracket with the fastest 4 trucks advancing to the semifinal round. Allentown, who's ready for JCB Racing?
Our first matchup pulls to the line. In the right lane, make some noise for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. Facing off against his opponent in the left lane, Christian Anderson in Gravedigger. First matchup here in round 1. The first insight will get into the track conditions and see who will be the first to advance on to the semifinals. Let's go racing! MJ Celorio in El Toro Loco. There you have it. MJ Celorio, El Toro Loco, secures his spot in the semifinals. We saw him make it to the finals in the event just a few hours ago here today. Looks like a speedy track, catching lots of speed on those third corners. MJ Celorio, El Toro Loco, the first to advance on to the semifinals. Next up in the right lane, it's John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. He's taking on his opponent in the left lane, Cody Saucier in Dragon. This is the race between the two fastest racers that we got here on the series, both with really fantastic racing records with a 75% racing win average. You have it right here coming down to this moment to see which one of these two will advance on to the semifinals to take on El Toro Loco. A rivalry comes together, one rooted in speed in the JCB racing. Let's go green! Your winner, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Check that out on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Even there you can see how fast that run really was, major speed. But today it was terminal velocity, fast enough to make it to the semifinals. Our first matchup determined, but 2 spots remain. Make some noise. In the right lane, it's Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train. Taking on his opponent in the left lane, John Zimmer in Megalodon. We've got a veteran of the sport, Megalodon, taking on second-generation driver Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. No other sport can you see 2 drivers with this level of experience face off. Let's go racing! Trouble on the track for Crazy Train. Advancing on, John Zimmer Jr. in Megalodon. So fast on the track there. He's looking like a son to me. Advancing on to the semifinals, John Zimmer in Megalodon. Able to tackle that track and secure his spot. Only 1 spot remains in the semifinals. Who will it be? Make some noise for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Taking on his opponent in the left lane, Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash. Unicorn versus Plain, and the need is for speed right here in the JCB Racing competition. These two battle it out for that final coveted spot in the semifinals. Watch those racing lights. Your winner, Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy.
Monster Jam fans, it's now time for the JCB Racing semifinals. Our fastest 4 trucks have advanced, and on the line is a trip to the finals and quite possibly the first 8 points of the competition. Who's ready for more JCB Racing?
First matchup of the semifinals, we've got the former JCB Racing winner, El Toro Loco, taking on Terminal Velocity with one of the best racing records here in the series of 25-10. Who will make it to the finals? Your winner, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Terminal Velocity secures his spot in the final round and is that much closer to having his shot at the first 8 points of the event. Our next matchup is pulled to the line, ready to go. It is going to be some veteran composure from John Zimmer in Megalodon, taking on Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. I said it in that other matchup, there's no other sport that you are going to get to see 2 competitors this level of seat time face off right here, all for the same coveted spot. Let's go racing! Your winner, Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy.
Monster Jam fans, it is now time for the JCB Racing Finals. Again, on the line, those first 8 points of the competition, making their way towards the BKT Overall Event Championship. Who's ready to meet our competitors?
2 finalists, 2 second-generation drivers, and only one will be able to win. Will it be John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity? Or will it be Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy? It all comes down to this. These 2 second-generation drivers will battle head-to-head to see who will take the first 8 points of the event. The second time in the racing finals for Terminal Velocity. First for Plain Crazy. Your winner is Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Montana Montana Robbins in Play Crazy takes that win, proving he's got the fastest truck out on the track here in the JCB Racing competition. This is JCB Racing win number 8 for Montana Robbins here. First 8 points secured, and he climbs to the top spot on that leaderboard. Your very first competition winner, Allentown, make some noise.
We'll give him a chance to get settled here, catch his breath. Montana Robbins playing crazy, JCB Racing winner here. Even support from Triton Robbins back there. Family affair, teammates root you on. I had a feeling about tonight. You're super confident. I know you were feeling it too, man. How does it feel? That's the question.
Allentown, this is Sunday Fun Day. We're here at the 5th event. You guys are getting crazy. We just took home my first JCB Racing win of the year. We got some of the best here. Cody, Little John, my brother, Big John. We're all great drivers here. And it's an honor to be up here on this pod, especially in front of you awesome Monster Jam fans.
You know what? You got those first 8 points of the competition, a great momentum going into the two-wheel skills challenge. What are you thinking? What do you got going in the back of your mind? How are we going to deliver and keep that momentum going?
First off, Allentown, the crazier you Monster Jam fans get, the crazier I'm going to get out here in this truck. We got some new wings on this truck here. I want to hear you guys scream, come on, get loud!
Sounds like a plan. Montana Robbins playing crazy.
Kristen Anderson with some surgical precision, lining up for attempt number 1. She's filling out the track, looking for that sweet spot. What part of that pod's calling her name for attempt number 2? What you got up your sleeve for us, Kristen?
Score it now at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. Sharpen those shovels for Kristen Anderson. In Gravedigger, use that code ALL.
Kristen Anderson is starting off two-wheel, showing everybody else exactly how it's done. We see that win or go home energy from her in 2 really successful attempts there up on 2 BKT tires. Major clean execution from Kristen as well. And of course, your first opportunity to be at judgeszone.com. So just like that, we've got the scores locked in. Let's take a look. For Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger, we've got the scores as 7.800. That right now, of course, is the score to beat. Let's take a look back at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Up with ease. She makes it look easy behind the wheel of Gravedigger, constantly pushing it to that ragged edge. Not only up on 2 BKT tires, but the ability then to be able to walk it out away from the pod, set that back down with control. I mean, those are all extra talent we're doing here in the 2-wheel skills. Let's see what we've got next. It's Cody Saucier in Dragon. Cody Saucier, no stranger to that throttle, testing out the track there. It's always going to be a little bit more than flair for Cody Saucier, some calculated moves, and definitely taking in those track conditions, reading the track, the truck, all to see what's next. Looks like it's going for almost a mini combo there at the end. Regardless, one attempt down, a successful maneuver for attempt number one. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve for attempt number two.
Give it up for Cody Saucier in Dragon. Score it now at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. Scan the QR code and use that code ALL.
A crazy bicycle for attempt number two. And of course, my favorite, that insane save at the end. I mean, even Bailey Circuit cheering Cody Saucier on. I think even she was impressed with that maneuver. And just like that, the time ticks on. We're adding a little dragon flare to terminal velocity, showing some love to Bailey there as well. And just like that, the scores are locked in. He's up against the current score to beat right now, held by Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. It's a score of a 7.800. The score for Cody Saucier in Dragon is... That's an 8.228. We have a new leader. Up next, he's ready to go off the rails. It's Trayton Robbins in Crazy Train. Heads to the top of the pod with confidence. Let's see what he's lining up. That rev says he's ready. Allentown, are you ready? He shut the truck off, Allentown. He's showing off for you. A combo with a little flair. This train is certainly off the rails, and that is just attempt number one. One attempt remaining here for Trayton Robbins and Crazy Train. A successful combo for attempt number one. Let's see what he's got for attempt number two.
aboard, chugga. It's Triton Robbins and the Crazy Train. Score it now at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. Use that code ALL.
Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. That may have been one of the longest combination string together that we have seen so far here in PPL Center. Triton Robbins practically living on two wheels there. Absolutely looking to make a statement and prove under any amount of pressure, nothing is going to break this young man. Crazy on those two attempts to get two insane string of combos. I lost count out there, Triton. Absolute madness. But it all comes down to your scores right here. Triton Robbins up against that current score to beat, held by Cody Saucier and Dragon. It's a score of an 8.288. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is well-deserved, a 9.094. Takes to the top of the leaderboard and, of course, is your score to beat. Allentown, we have to look at the replay right now. Up on the two BKT tires, takes it up, of course, being able to show off that motion, that range of motion he's got. Just when you think it's over, up into another combo, control to keep the tires up, another combo, and that was just the beginning. We saw, I think, I'm gonna say maybe 6. We're gonna rely on our fans on the live stream. Scrub it back for us, put it in the comments. How many combos did Triton Robbins have? The only train that's serving up maybe a 10-piece combo. Next up, don't be fooled by the glitter. It's Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash. All right, Logan Ashline at tip number 1. She's not afraid of that throttle. Let's see what she's got lined up for attempt number 2. Logan Ashline, a Monster Jam University graduate, lines up nice and square.
Monster Jam fans, score that run now. Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. Judgeszone.com, the place to do it. Give her the score she deserves. Judgeszone.com, code ALL.
Nothing better than seeing that fierce unicorn driven by Logan Ashline, of course, launching that truck, that 12,000-pound unicorn into the sky. Some major air. And of course, tons of confidence. She is built for this competition and determined to show all of Allentown, hey, I belong right on top. We've got the scores locked in for Logan Ashline and Sparkle Smash. Let's go ahead and take a look at those results. A 6.579 right now, good enough for 4th place. And as we move on throughout the two-wheel skills competition, our St. Jude ambassador of the event is also developing. We're going to take a look at that leaderboard as it stands right now. And check it out. She may not have taken to the top of the leaderboard in two-wheel, but she certainly did in the St. Jude ambassador of the event. And this is easy, Allentown, a clean sweep. Logan Ashline right now is on her way to go back-to-back to be the St. Jude ambassador twice in a row. But if you're here, I don't want to start any drama, but if you're here and you like Gravedigger, or you like El Toro Loco, or you say, hey, what the heck, poor Megalodon doesn't have a single dollar, we need your help. If you want to bring your favorite driver in the game, now is the time to do it. And we really want to at least get just even $1 under everybody's name, right? We don't want anybody to feel left out. We don't want any of our drivers to be out of the running. And even just 50 cents, that could put them back in the race. So scan that QR code. Remember, all of our proceeds go directly to St. Jude to help the fight against childhood cancer. Make a difference with us here today. Or who knows, maybe Sparkle Smash will walk away with it once again. Clear the tarmac for your JCB Racing winner. It's Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Looking to ride that wave of momentum into the two-wheel skills competition. We've seen some really impressive stuff from Montana Robbins so far this season. Right now will be a make or break moment. The octane is high, but the stakes are higher. Let's see what he's got for attempt number 1. So much precision on the lineup, so much calculated moves, all in hopes of that high payoff. Tip number 1, you better expect some turbulence when you're flying Plain Crazy. With a pilot like Montana Robbins, you are in for one wild ride. 1 attempt remaining for Montana Robbins. Takes to that middle ramp there. Let's see what he's got for attempt number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking, Montana Robbins. Plain Crazy. Score that run now at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. 20 seconds to do so. Use that code ALL.
Montana Robbins here in the two-wheel skills competition, looking for those fellow Plain Crazy fans in the stands. He's doing it all for your high scores. He is looking to take to the top of the leaderboard again with that JCB Racing win already added to his scores. And just like that, your scores are locked in. Let's go ahead, take a look at the results for Montana Robbins. A solid score, an 8.147 right now. Good enough for 3rd place. A great run by Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy. Some really serious moves there, but we see that brother rivalry come through. Not enough to take out Triton Robbins and Crazy Train with the score to beat, but when you've got serious talent like this, and we've got an 8.1 taking 3rd place, I mean, that just speaks to the level of competition we've got here. 3 competitors left to go here in the two-wheel skills challenge. Next up, he took the win in this competition, the last 2 events. Make some noise for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Now, we normally nickname him the Combo King, but I think we've got a certain train who is gunning for that nickname as well. We'll see if John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity can take back that nickname title. Cody Saucier and Dragon cheers on his fellow competitor. Crucial to not only get the proper approach, but of course find the sweet spot on the track. into a combo, and again. Allentown, I hope you're counting. Ending it with a slap wheelie there, all in that first attempt. You can see we've got a battle of the combinations right here in the two-wheel skills challenge. One attempt remaining for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. You can see with his maneuvers, he's disciplined, well managed, it's calculated. This looks like a backup to an approach. He might be going for it, the toughest trick in all of two-wheel.
One more time for John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity. Score now, judgeszone.com. You got 20 seconds to scan that QR code.
You can always count on John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity here in the two-wheel skills challenge to be clean, to be efficient and effective. So much control goes on behind the wheel. He doesn't overdrive it. He stays composed and, of course, wants to pull off some really impressive maneuvers to be able to take to the top of the leaderboard. We've got your scores locked in. Let's go ahead and take a look at the results for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. Another solid score, an 8.684. Right now, that score is good enough for second place. Now, this is what I'm talking about, Allentown. It's a major competition. Insanely talented runs being thrown down, but it's Trayton Robbins and Crazy Train who's able to hold on to that top score, a 9.094. It's going to be a tough battle for our superstars, but with two competitors left, this leaderboard has the potential to completely change in the hands or behind the wheel of these two competitors. Next up, make some noise for John Zimmer in Megalodon. John Zimmer backing up to the ramp. Something new we haven't seen from any other competitor yet. That rev says he's ready. Lights it up, almost enough effect there to get that tire back up on top of the pod. Taking risks, though, that's something we want to see here in the two-wheel skills challenge. No panic, no rush from John Zimmer out on the track. Squares up to that log stack for attempt number 2. He shut the truck off, Allentown. Bailey joins in the fun as John Zimmer shows off. Steering wheel is out the window.
Fins to the left, fins to the right. John Zimmer, Megalodon. Score it now, judgeszone.com. You got 20 seconds to get those scores in for Megalodon.
A fantastic run by John Zimmer, and that is where we see that veteran composure coming into play. Risked something on that first attempt. It doesn't go his way, so he sets up for a successful attempt there on number 2. Something he can count on is dialed in to that Monster Jam truck. Even Bailey is cheering on John Zimmer there out on the track. Team Megalodon. Of course, he's got to retrieve the steering wheel he threw out the window. All for you, Allentown. Adding that wow factor to the two-wheel skills, all in hopes of those high scores. We've got it locked in. Let's go ahead and check out the results for John Zimmer and Megalodon here in the two-wheel skills challenge. Another solid score, an 8.113. Right now, that is good enough for 5th place. We take a look back at the highlight. You almost see the hood of that Megalodon shark crunch against the pod. That was the moment he shuts off the truck. Total show-off move there, and that's exactly the confidence and flair we want in all of the competitions. Crazy Train hangs on to that score to beat with only one driver standing in his way. It just so happens to be MJ Celorio, El Toro Loco. MJ Celorio checking in on the fans here in PPL Center. He was able to take the two-wheel win on the second event here this weekend. Definitely looking to do a repeat of Saturday, but it's gonna take some serious skill. Let's see what he's got lined up. Attempt number 1. Bailey joins in on the fun. We got some 2-bolt action with her little paws and some major two-wheel action from MJ Celorio. Attempt number 1, just like that. You gotta also notice a smart move by MJ. If you notice, he takes his 2 front BKT tires into the ridges, the divots already in the pod from the previous competitors. A smart track read by MJ Celorio. Attempt number 2, it's got to be something big. Little bit of a surprise combo in Allentown. He's doing it all without a steering wheel. No steering wheel there in El Toro Loco. MJ says, I don't need that steering wheel. That steering wheel needs me.
MJ Celorio. El Toro Loco score down. JudgesZone.com. JudgesZone.com. You got 20 seconds to get those scores in for the Crazy Bull.
I mean, a high-pressure moment for MJ Celorio to come up against that top score. He knew he had to do something big. He couldn't just leave it up to the maneuvers. He adds a little bit of flair. He pushes it to the edge, goes for a combo. You can see the determination in MJ as he fights to get that top score here. He knows he's up against something big, and that is the score to beat, held by Triton Robbins and Crazy Train. It's a score of a 9.094. The score for MJ Celorio in El Toro Loco is a 9.091. Allentown, that means your winner of the two-wheel skills competition, Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. A fantastic day for the Robbins brothers. We see Triton Robbins take the next 8 points. He said, I can't let my little brother steal the spotlight now. Beats out the rest of the competition with maybe the most insane string of combos we've seen all weekend. Triton Robbins determined to make sure everyone here knows he is a force to be reckoned with, celebrating a two-wheel win number 3 of this season.
Triton, you keep throwing down two-wheel skills challenges like that. I'm hopping aboard that crazy train. You certainly took Allentown for a ride tonight.
That's for sure. Team Robbins is showing Allentown what we got in store. It's awesome to put Crazy Train and Plain Crazy in the winner's circle. Our team, we've had the crazy amount of work going on between engine issues, rear end issues, crazy crashes. So we've been back there wrenching, and this is just an awesome moment to get everybody right in the winner's circle, and it's just definitely a good momentum for our team.
You know, we can see now what you can do on 2 wheels. What about 1 wheel or maybe even upside down? Monster Jam Freestyle's coming up.
That's for sure. If you thought 2-wheel skills was intense, wait till you see Freestyle. It just takes it up a whole nother notch.
You said it. Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. Earlier, the Gravedigger UNOH technicians were looking at a possible rear steer issue on Gravedigger. Kristen, what were you experiencing that maybe tipped you off as to a possible problem?
You know, I could feel in racing that I was having a little difficulty with my steering, and then coming into two-wheel skills, I also felt like I was having some difficulty with my steering. When you guys are watching the trucks out there, if you haven't noticed yet, we actually steer with our front tires and our rear tires. The turn radius on these trucks, they're so massive, it's hard to get them to turn and make tight corners in these little arenas. So we actually have front steering and rear steering equipped on the monster trucks. Right now, I'm having a difficult problem with my rear steering right now. We're trying to diagnose it and see exactly what's wrong. It's electrical, so we're going to go over here and try a couple of different things. But, you know, when you have these long event weekends like this, we've been here in Allentown. This is our 5th event of the weekend here for Monster Jam, and all of this equipment out here, we're putting it through its paces right now. We're putting the equipment through its paces, the drivers, the crew, everything. So sometimes you might see a little bit of wear and tear like this coming down to the end of a weekend.
Well, you know what? Those UNOH technicians certainly work hard on all of our Monster Jam trucks. We'll let you get back to business. Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, and we'll look for you coming up in Monster Jam Freestyle.
Allentown, I'm gonna need your help to give a big, warm welcome to the 4 daredevils of our freestyle motocross team. Make some noise for Brendan Reardon, Kenny Haskell, Seth Beaton, and Josh Hetford.
That's right, Monster Jam fans. If you thought you saw some big air during that 2-wheel skills challenge, we got something for you. We might even touch the top of the PPL Center all the way up there as our Monster Jam FMX riders take to the skies here this evening. And we're all getting set for the FMX Best Trick competition coming up in just a few minutes. First, let me introduce Brendan Reardon. Kenny Haskell. Seth Beaton. And Josh Edford. Now keep your eyes to the skies. If you like what you see so far, let me let you in on a little secret. The louder you scream, the higher they fly. Good stuff, Allentown. Good stuff. Keep doing that. Oh, the seat grab. They're pulling out all the tricks right now. Another seat grab. Oof. And a backflip. Whoa. And another backflip. If you can believe it, we are just getting started here with our freestyle motocross riders. Yes, it is time for the FMX Best Trick Competition. It's pretty simple. And again, we need your help here at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com, just like we did during the two-wheel skills challenge. You will pull out those phones when the screens go red and score our FMX riders again at judgeszone.com using that code ALL. I know our FMX riders are getting set to pull out the very best trick from their arsenal. I just have one question for you. Who's ready for the FMX Best Trick Competition?
Up first, make some noise for Brendan Reardon. Brendan Reardon's from Worcester, Massachusetts. He's got over 24 years of riding experience. He's a 2017 ISDE gold medalist. And today he's throwing down on his Honda CRF 450.
Ooh, like a double seat grab right there. I like that little variation he had going. Score it now at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com, just like before. Use that code ALL. Good stuff.
Brendan Reardon, crazy rock solid, full air, and that is the first trick, which means this score will be the first score to set the bar for the rest of the riders. Brendan Reardon hoping for a high score. He needs to be able to hang on for the rest of the three riders. So let's go ahead and check it out. The score for Brendan Reardon, it's a 7.704. That is, of course, the score to beat. Up next, put your hands together for Kenny Haskell. Kenny Haskell's from Boston, Massachusetts. He has been riding since the age of just 5 years old. He's raced motocross. He's rode overseas in Japan, in Singapore, in Argentina, and Brazil. He's been riding with Monster Jam since 2014 and off the track as a dad to 2 young boys. Today he's throwing down on his Yamaha YZ 252 stroke.
Boston Kenny with the backflip. Whoa, things are heating up here in Allentown. Score it now at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. Use that code ALL. Keaton, I know we'd seen a few backflips this weekend, but we're getting started early here tonight.
That's exactly right. I was going to say, we talk about consistency. You can count on Kenny Haskell to have that consistent, textbook, clean, perfect backflip, and you guys have locked in your scores. Kenny Haskell's up against the score to beat held by Brendan Reardon. It's a score of a 7.704. The score for Kenny Haskell is... check him out at 8.587. We have a new leader. Up next, it's time to get loud for Seth Beaton. Seth Beaton is from Templeton, Massachusetts. He's known for some high air tricks and technical aerial control. He performs in big air freestyle exhibitions and stunt showcases. He's been riding freestyle motocross for over 11 years and is a 5-time Best Whip winner.
Score it now at judgeszone.com. He said, Kenny, You know what? I'll see your backflip, and I'll raise you one on top of that. I'm going to let go a little bit and show Allentown what a real backflip looks like. The challenge has been issued. Score it at judgeszone.com.
You know, Alex, I can hardly lift my suitcase when I travel, and we got Seth Beaton lifting the bike mid-air. I mean, you guys got to think about how heavy that is. That's absolute insanity. A tough, difficult job you've got as the official judges. But we've got your scores locked in. Seth Beaton up against that score to beat held by Kenny Haskell. It's a score of an 8.587. The score for Seth Beaton is... Check him out, a 9.517, a high score. And of course, we have a new leader. But we still have one rider to go. Allentown, make some noise for Josh Hedford. Josh Hedford's from Asheville, North Carolina. He's competed in Nitro Circus and Night of Jumps in Europe. He's been riding with Monster Jam for over 10 years, and today throws down on his Kawasaki 450.
Oh, battle of the backflip. Score at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. Give him the score he deserves. Use that code ALL.
Pulling off a gnarly, what I think is a super flip. You see his body almost go completely horizontal with that bike, only holding on to the handlebars. Absolute madness by the freestyle motocross riders here. And we do have your scores locked in. Josh Hedford is up against the score to beat, held by Seth Beaton. It's a high score of a 9.517. The score for Josh Hedford is... so close, a 9.451. Allentown, that means your winner of the best trick competition, Seth Beaton.
Monster Jam fans, if you think we're done, oh no. We've got one more really cool thing coming up for you. This is where our Monster Jam FMX riders line up in what's called a train formation. That's right. Our Monster Jam riders are going to hit that jump together in sequence, one after the next, after the next, after the next. And you know what? You know that little hint I gave you earlier about how loud you scream and how high they fly? Well, that still applies. Let's go, Allentown! Coming through the station with train number 1. I think we can pull off a second train. What about getting on express train number 2? They want to feel the love. They are feeling the love. Thank you, Allentown. We have gotten our Monster Jam riders here to give us more high-flying action. Again, make some noise! That is what we call the trick train. The trick train. But you know what? I think if we ask nicely, they'll give us one more display of high-flying action. What do you say? Oh, they oblige. They're like, yeah, we love you guys. We'll go one more time. Here we go. Coming through with the backflip train. Give it up for the riders of Monster Jam Freestyle Motocross. Seth Beaton winner of our FMX Best Trick competition. Wow, like I was saying earlier, battle of the backflips. I'm losing my breath here. You guys put on an incredible event for our fans here in Allentown. What did you see when you saw Kenny backflip? You're like, man, I got to outdo that.
I know Kenny usually goes for the backflip. It's Josh that I was worried about. He's been winning all weekend, so I had to give it to him this time around.
Yeah, Josh is really good, and that's a lot of competition up here on this pod. I do want to ask you, you've been riding a very, very long time. I know we have a lot of young fans in the crowd. It might be their first time in Monster Jam. It might be their first time here seeing freestyle motocross. What do they do to get involved? What can they start working on now?
Just a lot of practice. That's all I could tell you. Heart and practice. Put everything you got into it.
Repetition, 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 and of course, be safe, kids. You've heard it from a champion right here, Seth Beaton, winner of the FMX Best Trick Competition.
Before we get back to the action, let's take a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard. We've got Terminal Velocity sitting in first place with a total of 13 points. Plain Crazy, Montana Robbins in second place. El Toro Loco currently in third. Crazy Train in fourth, and a two-way tie for fifth place between Dragon and Megalodon. You see Gravedigger in seventh and Sparkle Smash in eighth. But Allentown, you also see that freestyle row is completely open. That means still to come is Monster Jam Freestyle, where each of our competitors will have the floor to pull off something crazy, something insane, a culmination of all of the things we've seen so far. And again, it will be your final time to judge our Monster Jam superstars at judgeszone.com. So have your smartphones ready. Monster Jam Freestyle coming up.
We have reached the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Score it now at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. Give us a big choo-choo for Triton Robbins on that crazy train.
Triton Robbins, I know, feeling good coming off of that two-wheel win. Looking to ride the wave of momentum into freestyle. But, of course, tough going first. You've got to get that high score and then be able to hang on to it. So we've got the results in. Let's go ahead and take a look at the score you think Triton Robbins earned here in Crazy Train. It's a 7.586. Right now, that is the top score and, of course, the score to beat. Monster Jam fans, take a look at that highlight reel right on the super glue, glued to the action replay. Some major moments there from Triton Robbins and Crazy Train. Really smart maneuvers being made out on that track. And of course, all for that score, a 7.586. Next up, let's hear it for John Zimmer in Megalodon.
Fish out of water, it's John Zimmer, Megalodon. Score it now at judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. You got 20 seconds to lock in those scores.
John Zimmer in Megalodon always fills that clock here in freestyle, and that is that veteran composure we talk about. He's able to use and read that track, push the truck to the exact limit he needs, and make sure he's doing it all for those top scores. Megalodon coming in handy, and of course, let's reveal those scores. He's up against the score to beat held by Triton Robbins and Crazy Train. It's a score of a 7.586. The score for John Zimmer in Megalodon is... There you have it, an 8.147. We have a new leader. Megalodon takes to the top spot on freestyle, taking the lead away from Crazy Train. You see that freestyle run, some big air, big stakes. I like to say here, it's all for those 8 points, which will determine who's going to walk away with that overall event championship trophy. Clear the tarmac, it's Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy.
score, and now at judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com, taking flight with Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy.
His plane is in pieces, but he's doing it all for those high scores. He knows with that JCB Racing win, he has to lay down a gnarly freestyle and hoping for those BKT tires to slide right on up and lock in that score. He is up against the current score to beat right now held by John Zimmer and Megalodon. It's a score of an 8.147. The score for Montana Robbins in Plane Crazy is... Check it out, an 8.307. We have a new leader. Well, driving that truck to pieces is sometimes what it takes to get to the top of the leaderboard. And we know here in Allentown and all across Monster Jam, our fans love to see just a little bit of destruction inside of Freestyle Run. And you've got it here. You've got two-wheel action. You've got speed. You've got big air. And that's exactly why he takes to the top spot of the leaderboard. He's got that score to beat of an 8.307.
Monster Jam fans, I am down here in section 104 with my new buddy here. His name is Ethan. Ethan is a huge, turn around, look at the camera for me, buddy. Yeah, look, you're up on that big screen. Ethan, as you can tell, is a huge Monster Jam fan, a huge Megalodon fan. And you know what? Why don't we play a quick game so you can win some tickets to the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus that is coming right here to Allentown in this very building on May the 21st. So let's keep our eyes on the video board there. This is a game called Name That Truck. You want to watch right up there, up on that video board right there. Yeah. Now, our Monster Jam truck is going to be digging up some dirt here and exposing a truck for you to guess. And I'm going to give you a hint here. You're already a big fan. Do you know which truck it is, Ethan?
Megalodon.
He says Megalodon. It is Megalodon. Congratulations, Ethan. You know what? You just won your family tickets to the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus again. That's yours. You can hang on to that, buddy. Congratulations, and have fun with Bailey Circuit and all the great acts coming here May 21st here in Allentown. Nice work, buddy.
Let's see those Toro horns in the air for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. That has got to be submitted for the save of the year right there for MJ Solorio. El Toro Loco nose to the pod and saves it. 48 seconds still remains on that freestyle clock. Inside that cab, he's given the signal to our tech official to be able to refire. He wants to keep going, but we've got our Monster Jam official checking on the safety of that truck to see if it will be given the opportunity to refire. Fill the remaining 48 seconds for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco here in freestyle. He's given the go-ahead, Allentown.
Allentown, score it now at judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com. Again, getting those scores for MJ Solorio. I know he wanted to finish that run so badly, but give him the support and the love he deserves. Use that code ALL.
Well, your scores are locked in. A crazy moment. You can see the frustration from MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Not the run he wants to have, but you know what? This is where the power of the scoring belonging to you is exactly when it comes into play right here. The results are in. The score for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco, a 7.852. Right now, good enough for third place. The St. Jude ambassador herself makes some noise for Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash.
Score it now at judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com. Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash.
That 12,000-pound unicorn flies across the pod. Logan Ashline, a fearless driver, and of course not afraid of that speed and not afraid of that throttle. Outside the truck, feeling good after that run, and I would be too. That looks like a lot of fun out on the track, but it all comes down to your scores, judgeszone.com. Let's go ahead and take a look at the results for Logan Ashline here in freestyle. Let's see what you got. A 7.936. It's a solid score right now, good enough for third place. You got some of the highlights right here on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Some major air, and of course, that confetti cannon Sparkle Smash takes to the sky here in freestyle. Gravedigger Kristen Anderson with a competition truck ready, backs into her stall. Good news for Team Gravedigger. Next up, he's ready to bring the heat. Let's hear it for Cody Saucier in Dragon.
Score that run now for Cody Saucier and Dragon at judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com. He still qualifies for a score, so get one in now. Use that code ALL.
Cody Saucier goes for that Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. Not quite enough momentum to get all the way back on 4 tires, but you know what? That is the game of risk and reward we play here in freestyle. Man, oh man, the stakes are high here for the win, and you can tell by the battle they're fighting here. A great freestyle run with Cody Saucier. Fantastic control of that truck, and you know what? Sometimes you just got to risk it for something big. We saw him do it here, and we're going to see how well it paid off for him with those scores. The score to beat right now is Plain Crazy Montana Robbins. It's a score of an 8.307. The score for Cody Saucier in Dragon is... It's an 8.501. We have a new leader. Have it, only 2 trucks left to go here in freestyle as Dragon Cody Saucier takes to the top spot on the leaderboard. Someone will need to get a score higher than an 8.501 if they want to be the one to walk away with those next 8 points. It's going to be a tall order, but it'll be up to the 2 remaining competitors to see if they've got what it takes to walk away with that win. Next up, let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Not a second wasted. Scoring is open for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. You know what those ribbon boards mean. They're red. That's your cue. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Lock in that score. John Zimmer Jr. throwing down some major air to be able to recap from those impacts, to be able to take the truck, maintain control, and fill the freestyle clock. That just speaks to how connected this young man is to his truck. Man, oh man, a wild freestyle run. Let's check it out. He's up against the score to beat, held by Cody Saucier in Dragon. It's a score of an 8.501. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is it was enough, a 9.051. We have a new leader. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity takes to that top spot on the freestyle leaderboard. Heating up the competition, a new leader. Terminal velocity that much closer to walking away with that freestyle win. 8 points could be added to his score if he's able to hang on. Will he walk away with that freestyle win? Or will our next competitor stand in his way? One freestyle run stands in between two drivers. Her truck is fixed. Her helmet's on. In Allentown, she is ready to hit the track. It's Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. Scoring is open for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. The final truck in freestyle. It's your final chance right now, right here. Lock in those scores. Hit submit. A crazy save, not one but two wild saves by Kristen Anderson, proving she absolutely has that Anderson blood behind the wheel. She said, "Don't let you forget it. My dad invented Monster Jam Freestyle." We've got your scores officially locked in. The results are there at judgeszone.com. It's an 8.887. Good enough for second place in freestyle. That means walking away with the freestyle win and the overall event win. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. Once again, he proves consistency is key. He takes the win in freestyle and walks away with a total of 21 overall event points. Allentown, your final overall event winner, make some noise, John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity.
John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity. You are leaving Allentown way up here. And if you didn't know, that is on top.
Yeah, that was huge air for sure. Not quite sure what happened with my truck. It decided it had enough about the peak of that jump. Wild ride, wild landing, but super safe inside that truck. I'm all good, man. That shows safety and improvements, man. Evolution of the sport lets us send these trucks so high, higher than we ever thought imaginable for you fans. Man, I love doing every second of it. Allentown has been so good to me this weekend. 2 out of 3 overalls, lots of memories made, lots of great fans met. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time.
Give it up one more time for John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity, your BKT overall event champion.